Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very potent orange juice. Potent because it's about a week out of date. So yeah, that's an interesting concept we've got going on here. I'm not going out tomorrow though, so I'll take the gamble. Either way, welcome back to Prison Architect. And in the previous episode, we planned off this, which is our gang-only facility that's focused around guard suppression. It's a bit of a long-winded title, however, I think it's fairly accurate. In the centre, we have a staff-only area that's also a security room, and that means that the guards should congregate around this and then project their suppression on, or influence, I guess, on the rooms that can be taken over. Things like common room, gymnasium, and that sort of thing. Either way, in this episode, we're going to crack on with some building. Let's go over to reports and to grants, and I'm going to pick up a couple of grants. Firstly, probably green machine. That's just to install solar panels, wind turbines, wind solar hybrids. Green energy is just pretty much like a cheat code in the game, so we're going to run with that one, as well as administration centre. And speaking of the latter there, we do have to plan off the administration centre, so I'm going to plan it over here. There should be a 10, yes, by 10, and this is going to be a staff area. This has actually been a common feature in the latest builds. This is going to be where we have our offices, and we need 6 offices in total. That feels like that's about right, although I reckon it's going to be, by guesstimation, maybe 1 tile too long. Yes, it is. Actually is. That was a good guesstimation. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it like that. So the warden's office can be a little bit larger. Speaking of warden, we do need to hire said warden. It is Hawk Hartman, and I can't recall of a series where we have ran with that warden before. If I've done it before, then it's been a low number of series. Anyway, we're going to build this out of building brick. We're going to go old school with the sort of foundations and such. Over to doors here, and a large jail door. And we've got the large jail door on the main entranceway, as well as a staff door that's going to go there and there. To be fair, we don't really need this 10 by 10 area. That's going to be a staff only area and staff room. We could probably put it in here, but you know what? We've got so much space, I'm not really too bothered. I do want to have one of these areas as forestry. Maybe not permanent, although it might be a temporary permanent solution. But yeah, we do want forestry, but I obviously need to unlock that first, because by default it is behind the bureaucracy wall, and this other area here is probably going to be where we have the green energy. So yeah, I'm trying to not put in the green energy like as we have done in, well, a lot of series now, in the sort of perimeter wall area, just because of aesthetics. Like I say, we've got the space. Speaking of space, we do have 2 huge areas here which we haven't really planned off. People have suggested a menu room. Obviously tattoo removal has been one of them. A lot of people obviously suggesting that we need an area for protective custody, not necessarily protective custody, but for reformed gang members. Now, in the past, I've not had much success with gang reform, but we probably will plan off a small area that is, like I say, protective custody for reformed gang members, or we could just use the intelligence menu and remove them if they ever get sort of recovered. I don't know. I haven't. That's a future me problem. Current me is kicking that down the line because future me is a mug apparently. Anyway, let's see if this gets built, and if it gets built with the correct lighting. So we've got auto lighting on. That's foundation now in, and no, it's right where we. Yeah, it's right in the middle. Brilliant. Okay, over to walls here, and then a brick wall. And I'm going to build the brick wall in like so. I think I'm going to go maybe like this. And yeah, let's see. I don't know what they're going to do with the lighting. I might have to reapply it. Actually, I don't think I need to. There's enough lighting inside the rooms here, so that should be fine. So that's now done. Over to rooms, and we're going to put some offices in. We're just going to do... I'll just do one for now. I'll do the 2 for now. So we need in the... well, let's not put that there. We'll put in the filing cabinets, the office desk, which we can put in like so. I don't know why I'm putting it this direction, just something different really. And we want in... Where is it? Normally is it the top there? Office chair, that's it. And that's fine. I am going to prioritise the top one because I want that one to be the warden's office. If the bottom one gets done first, then that happens. Okay, I'll remove that office there. They then go up the top one, and then they're going to crack on with that. Over to bureaucracy, we're going to unlock finance, we're going to go for maintenance, we're going to go for health, psychology, yeah, the lot. Security. Don't think we need legal for now, but there you are. Over to utilities, and let's put in the power system. So it is, let's have a quick look. It's going to be a transformer, and I think I'm going to put it maybe over this corner, maybe. Yeah, I'll put it there. And then we also need some power export meter, which is going to go down there. And then electrical, and we're going to have batteries, and the batteries obviously go around this. Looks like they're building the transformer now, which is handy. In terms of money, we are, like I say, pretty good. Going to go with solar panels. Going to go 1, 2, and then 3. That then unlocks the wind turbine, which then goes 1, 2, 3, and then 4 because we can, and then the wind solar hybrid 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to run in the electrical cable now as well, and that should be that grant done. It says green machine there. Obviously we've spent a lot of money here, but this is now in, and it means we can also go to utilities, wiring, and then connect up the power export meter, and we can start exporting power, which is good. There's the grant there completed, and I'm going to pick up eco-friendly, which is only use green power sources for 5 days. We can also go for staff here and unlock the accountant. There's that grant done, and due to administrative error, we get a grant bonus doubled, which is handy. Let's go for a psychiatrist. Yes, hang on, is that right? Is that right? Or I'm thinking psychologist. No, maybe. I think it's fine. Yes, it is psychology. Got it wrong. Hang on, let me just get rid of that person. Over to staffing. No, over here. Staff, and fire them. Alright, so that is now good and working. Let's see, what else do we need? We're working on exporting power. We're going to go for, where do we need this? Normal tasks. Prisoner intake's closed. Yes, green production is fine. Exporting power, which is good. And yeah, alright, so just another grant then, I think. Let's go to grants and to, what's this? Positive energy. So this is a couple of new grants. Well, not new, but it's when you've got the gang stuff on. Let's go long-term investment is the default option. Also, we're going to go for the extra grant and then tax relief, although that's going to bring our money right down, but not a huge problem. And once we've got that third grant, we'll pick up probably short-term investment and then probably go for maybe cells. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting on, we're going to go over to our fencing here, and fence is going to go all the way around the facility. Standard sort of approach, really, isn't it? And let's go like that. This area here will have some foundations in it at some point, TBC. I'm just not entirely sure when we're going to put it in, but yeah, it will be built because we need a kitchen, we need things like laundry and that sort of thing, which, like I say, will go around there. There was a dingling noise, and that was for the, I think it would have been psychology. Let's go with a psychologist, and also we can get a foreman, and we can go for a short-term investment, and we're going to go with bank loan and go from there. Alright, I'm going to build the other offices, so over to rooms and office, and we'll just probably build all of these as is, and obviously object here, so 1, 2, 3, and then the, where is it? It'll be the filing cabinet, 1, 2, and 3. Try not to place it in a wall. And then we have the chairs in like so. Oh, I didn't do this one here. Office, that's in there. And then finally the filing cabinet. While we're on, I'm also going to go for a reception, and we'll go in here where the reception should actually be rather than the wrong place. And that's actually a really large reception. I just realised the scale of it. When you play on the small map, which is an 80 by 80, you going up by even just up to medium map size, you often sort of forget the scale of things in the game. So yeah, let's just go with all of these. So that's in like so. I'm going to put in a bin. I'll put a bin in there, and recyclables, which is going down there. Okay, so that's now a legitimate reception, which is handy. And how we're doing over here. It's built, but there is a distinct lack of doors on the, yeah, on this area here. Over to electrical cable, and I do want to install electrical cable over there, but I'm probably going to bring it right down and then run it through the center, and then I'll probably run it right up like that. That should suffice for now, but I'm just a bit aware that obviously we have a bit of a lack of fundage. We're currently researching tax relief, and then we're going to go for the bank loan. Don't think we'll get offshore tax haven sooner or later, but we'll see about that one. I don't think we need anything unlocked yet. Actually, no, that's not true. I would like farming. No, I would definitely not like farming. Prison labour and then forestry. Let me just see about forestry. It'll tell me what we need. Forestry requires to unlock groundskeeping. So let's go with groundskeeping. 2,000, giving us 561 generic units of currency. Although we are exporting power. How much did we get before? 500. That's probably the cap at this stage, actually. Let me just double check. Green energy goals. Yes, and green energy goal 3 is export 1,000 units of power. The power export cap is increased by 1,000 units, so we're on 68% of that one, so that's like 1.5 days or whatever. But we've hit the cap a couple of times, so that'll get that cap up. Green energy goal 1 was to unlock wind turbine. The second one was wind solar hybrid. You have to purchase extra solar panels and such, and then after that it's just going to obviously go continue on and 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 on. Fully charge 100 batteries. We've got 1% of that, increasing the power output of all sources by a total of 2. We've had a noise there. What is that noise? Is that just going to be one of the grants or one of the research bits? Yeah, one of the research bits. Okay, right, so I'm going to go for regime while we're waiting. We have to do something. Let's just smash all of the free time in, which is sort of standard, really. And then we'll have a bit of a gap, and then we'll have eat slash... Do we have eat lockup? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just say eat, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? I'm going to bring that down a bit. So I'll have 2 hours of free time at the start. Then we'll have work free time. We'll have sort of work lockup. Not that the gang members work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that the work you understand, but you know, we just have it in as standard, and I think that's about it. Yeah, something like that anyway. So 2 eat times. We've got 2 sets of 4 blocks of work slash free time, which is going to be free time for the gang members, because as I said, they don't actually work. And yeah, apparently the average reoffending rate is 100%. Shouldn't that be 0, because we've got 0 inmates? Just a quirk of the game, I guess. One of many. Over to bureaucracy, and we're still working on tax relief. I think that was, 48 hours. It takes quite a while to get that. We are also almost finished the short-term investment, 37 hours on that one. Over to our, I was going to say over to policy, but I haven't got prison policy unlocked, and we don't have the 1,000 in order to get it. We don't have the money for the bank loan because... Well, bank loan doesn't exist. Okay, and that's a bit dirty, isn't it? Okay, we'll have to get some sort of janitorial staff members at some point. I'm just going to move that light down by 1. And there we go. Green Energy Goal 3 is completed. Power export cap increased to 1,000 units. Let me go with prison policy and allow me to change all that one. One of the things that was mentioned, and I think I did say in the first episode anyway, is that we don't have any sort of solitary. Now, we can build it. Very easy done, actually. We could just go to planning and go with something like, well, let's just go something like this. So it would be 1, 2, and then there would be a wall there, and then 1, 2. Would it be that one, or would it be like that? It would be something like that. So a standard corridor going down the middle. So we could just do this now. Made the mistake. I've started at the bottom and heading towards a wall. Now, will this fit? It feels like it's not going to fit, and yeah, it's not going to fit, is it? Okay, what if we have it as 2 by 2 rather than a 1 by 2? Will that function? We shall see. I mean, it feels again like it's not, because it's an odd number, so I don't even know why I'm asking. Mathematically, it's just not gonna sit, is it? Well, that's why I'm bad at maths. Cool. Okay, so that's now in, and this could be our solitary area, and Do I have it like this? We don't normally have it as 2x2, but if we're going to have it down the bottom as well, then there's no reason why we can't have that. That's wrong. And yeah, okay, how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 in total. 18. Yeah, we'll probably do something like that. Over to objects and lighting, and I'm going to put a light in this office because, and that one as well, because it's obviously not lit properly. I'm also going to dismantle the lights that are in the doorway. Don't think it causes any problems, truth be told, but yeah, it's not gonna sit right with me. It looks like the policy has been completed, so over to policy, and the plan is to get in Supermax inmates from the beginning, and we can see we've got 23 that we're able to take in there. The reason we're going to go for that is because A, gangs and Supermax tends to be quite entertaining, so, you know, truth be told, that's for the main reason why, but also it gives us a lot of money, and the reason why we want money is because I am going to deliberately overstaff the guards, because I want probably like 20 or 30 guards in this middle bit to, like I say, project out that aura to stop the people taking over things. That's the tentative plan anyway. Obviously plans only survive first contact with the enemy and that sort of thing. Anyway, over to I was going to say deployment and set some staff on the areas, but I can't do that because I haven't got the deployment set. It's going to take about 600 more monies than I currently have. So we shall see. It looks like the bank loan, however, has just been unlocked. So over to grants and increase the bank loan. That's going to increase our credit rating slowly, and then obviously that means more bank loan, more better. So yeah, it looks like we've just got a bank loan 500, cash flow any second now. Power export meter, there we go. So that's going to give us enough money for the deployment. So we'll pick that up there. We requires a chief, and a chief is £1,000 or more. So yep, I'm just not able to afford those. However, I'm just going to have a look around. Is there something I can sell? Water pump. We're going to have to install that at some point as well. Power station. I can sell that. I can also sell the capacitor, and that gives us enough for... That's actually a big jump in money, isn't it? There we go. Over here, I'm going to go with utilities and water and the water pump. Let me go back over to wiring so I can see where this thing is. So, right, we want it there. Yes, I think that's okay. Obviously, it'll be connected up there. And then water, we'll have the large pipe. And the large pipe will come actually all the way down to about there. And then we're going to run it across, across like that. I probably don't need it much further than that for this area. No, I don't think so. Let me just remove that a second. Put that in there, then run it across. This will have to go a little bit further because it's going to be connecting up to the kitchen, which is going to be around this area. In fact, speaking of that, let me just plan that off. So it's probably going to be another 10 by 10. Don't think we need any larger than that, considering the amount of inmates we're going to have. Objects will be 10 cookers and another 10 cookers, and then we're going to have in the sinks in there. I don't think I need any more sinks. Actually, I'll put a row of sinks there, and then we've got the sort of 2x2. You know, I'll just put freezers in like that. I mean, that's just a big bunch of squares. I realise that that's all that's happened here, but yeah, still, it is in. Anyway, over to, what do we want here? Staff wellbeing initiative? I don't think so. What have we got? Positive energy. Gang members need to focus their mind and their energy into exercise rather than violence. Research has shown exercise reduces such actions. Set up outdoor exercise equipment in the yard. Build a yard and add weight benches. That's easy. So over to rooms and yard. This is going to be the yard in like so. And then it wants some weight benches in. So I'm going to put them on this left side. I'm going to put 5 there and 5 there. That's a bit too many, but that'll be that grant complete. That's easy. Gang welfare. I was going to say warfare there. It's gang welfare. I mean, it might become the former. But anyway, it says successfully reform 15 gang members into ex-gang members. We've also got advanced protection. Successfully train 20 guards in disarming certification. We've also got ex-gang member protective program or protection program. You have to build a protective only sector. Okay, fair enough. And What else do we want? I think basic detention centre is the way to go, so we'll pick that one up. And I think with that money, I'm actually going to spend a lot of it, probably about 20 or 30 grand, on the wind-solar hybrids. I do think it's yeah, a good thing to do. Maybe a couple more in here. 1, 2, 3. Where are we on? 14 grand. 4. Okay, so I've only got 9 grand left, so I've spent more than I thought, but just realised that Eco-Friendly is going to give us 10 grand shortly anyway, and then we've also got the long-term investment, which is 72 hours, so we can do that. The yard is in, which means this is in an area which we can set to staff only. The whole thing is now behind some walls and such. I do want to eventually put in these walls, but that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's go over to rooms and to forestry, and that's going to go in here. And we also need a couple of gardeners, and I think we're going to get, because... well, we're going to need it anyway, cleaning, and what else do we need? We do need patrols and such, but I'm very conscious that we're sort of building a lot of things, and, oh well, doesn't matter, we're already out of cash, and there's the end of that chat, alright. So we've managed to empty the coffers because of all of the trees and such, but, you know, we're gonna benefit from that. Anyway, another 8 hours for eco-friendly, and then the long-term investment, which is 64 hours as well. Okay, fine. Let me just go over to planning and walls here, and I'm going to just build this, plan off anyway, this similar sort of solitary area that we have up the top. Like I say, it's going to be, what is it, 32 in total then, which is not amazing. Hang on, I was going to say, something's wrong here. Something's wrong. Something very wrong. And let's just finish this off. And there we go. So how did I do it? I think it was from the... yeah, so it's from this area. So I can come along like that, and like that. And then you remove the middle. And then you remove the bottom bits, like so. So in this, if we wanted to, we can put a bed. We can put in things like a toilet. Realistically, you only need just the room. You don't even need any items in there. But it is... quite helpful in looking after some needs for the inmates when they have things like a bed or a toilet. Yeah, but I think we'll use, in terms of the bed, we're going to use probably the old bed, which like sort of got it's like the fold down one that's like chained to the wall. I like the idea of that in the solitary. Anyway, we've just got the grant completed, which was the short-term investment. I think we're going to go with what do you want to go with? Staff Wellbeing Initiative. We could go with Staff Wellbeing Initiative. I'm going to pick that up. Yeah, we need 5 guards and a staff room. This is going to be the staff room, like so. And also, let me check. We have got cleaning, which is good as well. So we're going to pick up probably a couple of janitors. We'll probably have to have more than that anyway, because we're going to have no cleaning cupboard or anything like that. So, yeah. Anyway, staff room. So, staff room. And we need in, at minimum, some sofas. So I'm going to place them like that. And... power export cap has increased to 5,000 units. Okay, how much did we export? 2,333. Fine. A couple of drinks machines, and that'll be the staff room completed. And there's 5 guards, and there's another grant completed as well. We've also got things like prisoner reoffending rate, no. Reformed prisoner, no. Bakery, definitely not. And I guess it would be... do we not have... oh, you might... I thought there was going to be something like the... security. Ah, you need a complete basic detention centre. Okay, right. That makes sense. Advanced protection, which is successfully trained 20 guards in disarming certification. So that would be in programs. Disarming certification, you need a classroom. So a classroom is going to go probably down here. In fact, I'm just going to plan that off roughly. So it's going to be a classroom. And then it's going to be a... what's going to be? A meeting room? Yeah, we do need a meeting room. So a classroom and a meeting room. It's going to go down there. And you know what? I think I will actually build that right now. This is going to be a bit... you know what? I'm going to build to there, because I know we're going to need another room like storage, which is going to go probably there. We do need a door on this one, so doors and staff doors. I'll put one there, and there, and there, and there, and in there. Okay. So, they're cracking on with that, and to be honest, I think that's probably where we're going to leave this episode. We've got the green energy sources in, so that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 wind solar hybrids. Obviously, we've got the wind turbines and the solar panels and such. We are powering up the batteries. How many have we done so far? Let's go for the grants and green energy, and we've charged up a total of 11 batteries. Okay, that's fine. We've got in some of the utilities ran. We've got in the fencing, which eventually will have to become perimeter wall. I didn't really mention it, but we are going to have obviously snipers around here because I do expect some sort of escapes. Although, will there be any way for the prisoners to get a rope? Yes, the gymnasium. The gymnasium is a source of rope. Okay, fine. Just going to obviously put in the walls here because it looks a bit poor with the fencing on the right. Going to dismantle that light there. That's not one. Dismantle. And rooms. Classroom. Classroom is not unlocked. We need to unlock education. And we're going to go for a meeting room and then whatever this happens to be. You know what? I'm actually going to designate that as... maybe laundry? Yeah, we do need a laundry, which is going to require prison labour. Okay. Ideally, laundry would be a bit closer. I might have this as laundry, and then the other two as a classroom and then a meeting room, but I don't think it really matters with this whole thing. Anyway, we are going to leave it there for now. That's been with Prison Architect, our suppression gang-only facility, whatever you want to call it. We have decent money going in because of grants as well as the power exports, and we have obviously the staff room and things like that in. Obviously, it's just a temporary thing. We need to put a lot more stuff in there. We need to furnish that a bit. But yes, I think it's a decent start, and it is looking like a promising solution to the whole gang member problem. But yeah, the fun will be in finding out. We've got a lot of gang members, and well, yeah, it's always interesting. Either way, as always, hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series for what it is thus far. Comment in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.